About a month ago, I put up a video on YouTube called "Watch This Before You Buy a PC." I'm really happy to see that so many people are interested and leaving comments. I read all your comments and noticed that a lot of you are asking for a similar guide, but for laptops. So, I've decided to make a video just about laptops. I'll try to explain everything about laptops in a way that's easy to understand, even for those who aren't too familiar with computers. Let's begin by picturing what it's like to shop for a laptop when you don't know much about them. Imagine this. One morning, you decide to buy a laptop. You go to a computer store and a friendly person working there helps you out. They show you a laptop that looks great. It has something called an MX graphics card and an i7 processor. Without checking other stores or prices, you buy it because it seems perfect. But when you get home and start using it for games or programs, it doesn't perform as well as you expected. This is a common problem for people who don't know much about laptops. You might end up paying too much for a laptop that doesn't meet your needs. To avoid this problem, it's important to know a bit about the parts inside a laptop, like the processor, graphics card, and RAM. Before we dive into that, let's agree on a couple of things. First, if you don't need a laptop for traveling and just want a computer for home, you might be better off with a desktop PC. They usually give you more power for the same amount of money. Second, think about what you want to use the laptop for. There are different types for different needs. Some are great for gaming, some are better for work like video editing or 3D design, and some are just right for everyday tasks like browsing the internet or using office programs. Now let's talk about the parts of a laptop. Processors. These are the brains of the laptop. You might have seen names like i5, i7, Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7. These are different types of processors. Intel makes the i-series and AMD makes the Ryzen ones. The name tells you how powerful the processor is. For example, an i7 processor from the 11th generation is quite powerful. The generation number, like 11th, gives you an idea of how new and advanced the processor is. Graphics cards. This is what makes the images on your laptop's screen. If you like playing games or do work that needs good graphics, like video editing, you need a good graphics card. There are two main brands, NVIDIA and AMD. NVIDIA's cards are named RTX, GTX, or Quadro, while AMD's have RX in their name. NVIDIA's RTX series is known for special features like ray tracing, which makes games look really realistic. If you're into gaming or need to do tasks that need good graphics, go for a laptop with an NVIDIA card. RAM. This is like the short-term memory of the laptop. For most games and programs today, you should get a laptop with at least 16 GB of RAM. For really heavy tasks, even 16 GB might not be enough, but it's a good starting point. SSD. This is where all your files and programs are stored. Games and programs are getting bigger these days, so it's best to get a laptop with at least 512 GB of SSD. This way, you won't run out of space quickly. Laptop screen. If you're into gaming, get a laptop with a screen that has a high refresh rate, like 144 Hz. It makes the games look smoother and can give you an edge in fast-paced games. But if you're not gaming and need accurate colors for work, look for a screen that shows colors really well. You can check this by looking at the color standards like NTSC or RGB mentioned in the laptop specs. Finally, think about where you'll be using your laptop. If you're often on the go and don't play games, you might want to consider a MacBook with an M1 or M2 processor. They're really good for people who travel a lot because they don't need to be plugged in all the time to work well. On the other hand, most Windows laptops need to be plugged in to give their best performance. So, that's pretty much it. I hope this guide helps you find the perfect laptop for your needs. If you have any video suggestions or comments, feel free to share them. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos. Take care and goodbye.